January 14th, 2014, and I've recorded footage twice now, but I have not edited it, because I didn't know what to do about break, and I still haven't watched your hiatus video. I don't know, I've been kind of neglecting the leftovers because I didn't have the time to embark on that. So anyway, it's Tuesday, and obviously I'm back at school, running on like 16 hours of sleep for the last 3 days. So that's fun. So I got back Sunday, and then we ended up, my roommate got like a rice cooker steamer thing, so we ended up walking like a mile or something to Publix and going shopping. So I got a big thing of clementines, and I'm really excited. I ate like 3 yesterday, and it was awesome. And apples and stuff. And then we ended up just making like rice and chicken, and she made dinner in the dorm. And so I ate that, and I ate the leftovers of that yesterday, and that was fun. Oh my god, I have so much to tell you because obviously classes. This is gonna take a while. I'm sorry. I really wanted to do shorter videos, but I'm gonna go get my notebook to show you. I really like my schedule this year. Or at least I did, but I'm having issues now. Oh, I do so miss the days of uncut footage. So, my first class on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is this math that I think I've complained about before. I was worried because, you know, how I keep saying that they won't let me take calculus. So I was supposed to be taking this math 113. It's called finite math. And so on the first day, we learned making integers out of integers and integer multiples. Now, I don't know what math class you were in, you know, back in the day, but if you were in Mrs. Bailey's 5th grade math class, well, like, I specifically remember being in that class and talking about, like, multiples and everything. Well, no, okay, this is the big Mrs. Bailey thing that I remember. She had all the awesome songs. We went over basic properties of the integers. Like, I have proof. I am not making this crap up. Look at that. I'm sorry. If you're in college and you don't know that A plus B equals B plus A, then, like, what are you doing in college? And so I was joking. I ranted about this a lot yesterday. And I'm like, multiples? Seriously? Multiples? My homework, one of the questions, is 22 a multiple of 4? Like, I'm sorry. 6 months ago, I was teaching this to students. Like, the most frustrating, coming from someone who has been in the, like, honors, advanced, whatever math, literally as long as they have had math classes. Like, I was in, like, physical pain sitting in this class. Anyway, so I was ranting and I made some joke. I'm like, oh, you know, multiples, what are they? Oh no, better draw me a factor tree. Like, watch, that's gonna be the next thing we learn. And then I was ranting about it again later, and I see here, it catches my eye, February 12th. Factor trees. I made a sarcastic joke, and I'm not going to be learning factor trees for another month. Or, you know, in 7th grade, like everybody else, like... So, as someone who loves math and took 2 AP maths last year, like, in what universe does this make sense to have me in this class? So I was, like, emailing my advisor like crazy, and I'm like, look, like, why am I in this class? Like, is there some reason? And so then we went through this whole ordeal where I had to, like, figure out if I was even able to take calc, or if, like, because of course I got a 4 on the AB Calc AP exam, and so it's like, I don't know if I have to take the placement, because that's not enough to get me out of Calc 1, but it's like, I'm fine taking Calc 1. Like, it's been a semester, I don't remember anything anymore. And so anyway, so we went through this whole ordeal. Then finally, she's like, just take it, you're good. I'm like, all right, whatever, like, I'm sorry. My highest sub-score on the because I didn't take the SAT, but, like, on the ACT, my highest math sub-score was a 33. Like, I'm pretty sure I am I should be in Calculus 1. And so finally, so she just tells me to sign up for it. So like when I'm trying to switch my classes, so I'm searching for calc classes, and so all the ones that say that they're open, there are maybe like 6 sections or something, but then every time I try to select one, then it will like automatically put me in this discussion. I don't know why there's both a lecture and a discussion, but anyway. But the discussions are all like waitlist. And I'm like, so finally I find this time that would literally work out perfectly, even though it wants to waitlist me on the discussion. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go for it and put myself in this class and, you know, get on the waitlist. Because it said for that one in the lecture that there were 2 open seats. So I don't know. And then so I did it and I like swapped it with my current math. So now I am waitlisted for both the lecture and the discussion for calculus, but I'm still enrolled in this finite math, and it's like, I don't know what to do. So, I asked my advisor, and she didn't really answer all my questions. The struggle, but I had emailed her like 7 times already, so I didn't want to, you know, keep bothering her about this. And so basically she said that, you know, like, just go to calculus and talk to the professor or something. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And so the lecture is actually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I obviously missed that because I switched in after. But the discussion is Tuesday. So Tuesday at 3:30. It is currently 3:53. So I went, and like, I have apparently the worst social anxiety in like the whole, like, I didn't even realize it was this bad, but it's bad. So I'll make a video about that eventually. Anyways, so I go to this room, and there's no one there, and I'm like panicking. Like, I feel so bad because I was texting one of my best friends at the time, and let's just say, and so this happened, all the blue messages, and then it gets really bad, and I'm just straight up freaking out at this point, and went on for a while. So I stayed until I got there at like 3:10, I think. A little bit before 3:10. The class started at 3:30. And like no one was there, and then everyone was just going into these other classrooms, and I'm like, oh my God. This is already a 9-minute video, I'm so sorry, I tried to make it short. Right, so then I stayed until 3:30, and then like a little bit after that, and I'm like, okay, I mean, the room is empty, like there's no one. And so I gave up, and I decided I would go back, and you know, I don't know if she canceled the discussion, if the discussion is in a different room and she just didn't, or like, you know, I'm sure she probably said something in the lecture, but I wasn't there for that, like I switched in after, so I have no way of knowing. So I decided to just go back to my dorm, and I think I'm gonna email her when I'm done with this video, and you know, say like, hey, I just switched in, went to the discussion, and there was nobody there. And the thing is, because I'm like 7th on the wait list, so like, alright. I don't know what to do. So that's super fun. Then I'm still going to go to the lecture tomorrow, I think, and try to talk to her. So anyway, that's math. Then what else? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then immediately after math, I have a screenwriting class in which one of my good filmmaking friends from last semester is in this class. So that's nice. So I get to see her, and we were talking. And then actually one of the girls on my floor is in there. So I need to... Oh, no wonder she asked me about Sherlock. I talked about it in class. Okay. She stopped me in the hall today. We, like, have never talked, but she started Sherlock, and she asked me how to watch season 3. I'm not even going to talk about that because I don't have time, but oh my God. Literally, okay, no, because it was on Sunday, the last episode, and Tatiana and I were just sitting here on the couch, screaming our heads off, and yeah, that's all we did yesterday, too, after classes, because it's like I don't have homework or anything. Because, okay, so I had math and screenwriting, which I think is going to be a big struggle for me because God knows I cannot creative write to save my life because our lovely college prep school doesn't prepare you for that in the slightest. And then I had personality psychology, which is weird because it's in the same room as my last psych class, so that's kind of... And then after, then we came back here and watched Arrested Development and Spy and... What am I doing with my life? Yeah, God, this is so scattered. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to go quickly and clearly failing. So then today. So today I had, at 11, I'm lucky, it doesn't start until 11 today. I had my English class, the one that I thought might be Star Trek themed. It's called To Boldly Go, so I'm like, because science fiction is like, and especially because if it's named for a TV show, like, I'm sorry, Film and Lit was by far like the best thing that happened to me in high school. Like, that class is like the greatest class I've probably ever taken in my entire life. Love that class. And it's basically analyzing film, and it's like analyzing TV is like what I do with my life. Like, that's the dream. That's the dream. And so I go to this class, and I should read the texts I was sending to Tatiana because it was funny. Because, you know, it's like, it's Miami. Like, the typical Miami student is what you would think would be the typical Miami student. And so out of the 19 kids in my class, 6 of us, like, knew from the description that, like, it was going to be a science fiction class and signed up for it anyway. 6 out of 19. So I think a lot of people, I guess, just didn't understand the reference or just didn't even see the description. And I'm like, you just signed up for any, like, they had like 61 options or something, like different sections of this English. And it's like, and you just chose this science fiction one without even realizing. Because I've been like worried a lot lately that I wouldn't be Trekkie enough for it because I haven't actually seen like a lot of Star Trek. I've just always wanted to. But no, we watch, I think, like, my homework tonight is to read this short Play-Doh thing and then watch an episode of Star Trek. But I guess that's only like one of 2 for the year that it's homework. But still, like, and the textbook is like a science fiction thing, which, okay, because I don't know if you were in honors English in 8th grade, but that class, I think it was one of the first times that I really like loved English because, like, do you remember reading all those science fiction short stories? Like, there was a whole unit on it, and I absolutely loved that. Like, I wish I still had that book, but I think we got rid of it, like, when we didn't need it anymore after the year was done. But I loved that unit so much, and, like, so I've always loved science fiction literature a lot. Yeah, and so that's, like, what this class is, and I'm like, yes! So, like, honestly, so big, like, cliches this year as I'm sitting in classes, and I'm like, what is my life that I'm, like, living this cliche right now? Because in math yesterday, literally, I left and I was explaining it to people as, you know the phrase being bored to tears? That was me in math yesterday. And in English today, I was literally sitting there, like, pinching myself because it was, like, I was like, there's no way. This class is so perfect. It's literally Film and Lit. Like, because the actual name for that course is, like, Narrative Techniques in Film and Literature. Why do I still remember this? But because that's basically what we're doing, is we're being analytical, and we're watching movies and TV shows and reading science fiction, and we're analyzing them, and, like, that's literally my favorite thing ever. I'm so unbelievably excited. And the homework is, like sometimes it'll be to, like, read a short story, or watch a TV show, or watch a movie, and I'm like, can this class get any more perfect? So fingers crossed that actually stays as awesome. And then immediately after, I have classroom and student behavior management. So, for which I have to do field experience. So I actually have to go to a school, and it's like, also, like, I have to get, like, fingerprinted and, like, send it to, like, Miami-Dade County whatever, so they have my fingerprints on record. Like, I don't, it's just, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, in addition to having to, like, go and coordinate that, which obviously with my, like, apparent immense social anxiety is gonna be a struggle in itself. So slightly anxious about that, but you know what? We'll worry about that when the time comes. So those are my classes this semester so far. I'm sorry that this video ended up being so long. I haven't watched your What is Hiatus video, but girl, hiatus is Sherlock. Literally, the 2 are synonymous. There is no other hiatus. Hiatus is having 3 episodes within a 2-week period and then 2 years of nothing repeatedly. That is hiatus. And that is what we are currently living, but I'm surprisingly okay with it. Okay, no, Tess, don't talk about Sherlock. Maybe I'll post another video. Maybe I'll just create an entire playlist of just, like, my ranting about television, because my commentary for the first 2 episodes of Sherlock is hilarious. Just by the way, if you watch it, you should watch it. I'm gonna go now. Bye.